what made you to choose HR?
HR happened to me by chance, I would say.
Okay.
So as I have seen my parents, like we need to have, I wanted to be a financial independent all the time.
Okay.
So back then, I mean, all these arts and culture, it was not given that importance. So always, everybody would expect us to be engineer, a doctor.
Correct.
But somehow, although I did my bachelor's in computer science, back then I developed employee payroll software.
Okay.
I was nowhere related to, I have no idea what is HR, what is a payroll, what happens with that. Just like, I mean, it's a part of my internship, I did that in my bachelor's. Then I did my graduation in MBA. I have taken dual specialization, marketing and HR.
Okay.
From Bhubaneswar, I did my MBA and then one thing, like I am a very perfectionist. Okay. So if I have to do, I have to be in the top. At least in the top 3. So that's how I also have the honor to have the gold medal in my university in MBA as well. From then, I took marketing as my first career, not even HR.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Oh. So that's how it helped me to become more confident. How it happens, it's complete. That time, if you have heard Reliance Infocom, they came, with that optic fiber, with the PCO booth.
CDMA.
Yes. So they were hiring a lot of people who can do multiple things. So they hired an off-campus from our college, and I get into complete field sales, then customer service, then HR operations. So that's where I got, a lot of opportunity in different segments with Reliance Infocom in Mumbai office and then Calcutta office. So after a year, then I thought, since I am more great into people management, let me try HR.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the episode 11 of the Leader Speak podcast. Today we have HR leader Tanima Patra. She has more than 2 decades of experience in HR. Gold medalist in MBA in HR. She is a post trainer and HR auditor. A perfectionist, trained in AI and Power BI. National level certified dancer in Kathak. Yoga trainer and Zumba instructor. Let's welcome Tanima Patra. Hello, Tanima. Welcome to the podcast, The Leader Speak. Start with talk about yourself. Where you born? What is your education? Please go ahead.
Thank you, Basaraj, and thank you for giving this opportunity and welcoming me. And I believe, this is a very good platform that you have created. As I have been talking earlier, that I have seen long time back, there was only one channel I used to follow by Roshan Jha. But now when I see that you are really promoting all the HR leaders, which is very good.
Thank you so
and
much.
Giving a platform to all the HR, because everybody, have their own struggle and how they have came up from their career as a fresher in HR and then coming to the CHRO level. So that's how, coming back to me, I would say, if I go down to the lane of my childhood memories. So from the very beginning, I was having a knack for, managing some kind of an events, doing a lot of people management, since my family is more deep-rooted into more of culture apart from the professional excellence. So my parents have been very much influenced in my life. So I have seen them parallelly with their corporate professional work. They have been managing this performing arts, music, culture, along with that, their journey. So my mother, she was a Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Education. Parallelly, she also did her Bachelor's in Performing Arts in Dance and Music. Even my father, he is Masters of English Literature. And then he get into railway services as a senior superintendent. But their passion for music and culture, then both of them, they came up and developed their own music college. And we spread out in the entire district, West Bengal, of all the districts. So my hometown is from Kharagpur. I come from a very small town, girl, you can say. So it was very limited. I mean, everyone knows because of this culture we were into in music and dance and painting. So everybody are in our community or in our neighborhood. So everybody knew us. So it gave us a lot of platform to take, build that analytical and leadership qualities in me from the very beginning.
Oh, that's great.
So I went to Kendriya Vidyalaya, my studies in CBSE board. Even there, I mean, we have a lot of opportunities at national level, at district level to perform, whether it is sports, whether it is music, arts, everywhere.
Okay.
So my parents always, I mean, given us that freedom. So we are two sisters, and always they treated us as a son. So they have given us all the freedom. Whatever you want to do, you go ahead and do that. And one important thing, my mom trained us in all the segments, like starting from music along with the education, music, dance, swimming, karate, gymnastics, sports, that at least when we are out of school, we should be well equipped with all the talents.
That's good.
And
That's good.
that's also helped us in our educational part as well in schooling. So always we both the sisters, we were known like Tanima Patra, Reshma Patra, entire school is aware about us. We were the class monitor, house captain, school captain, cultural captain. So it gives us a lot of confidence.
That's true.
And we also, these analytical skills and these managerial skills, everything came from that time. So that's how it all started along my childhood.
No, that's really good because as you mentioned that the art and culture, not only art and culture, because I came a background from sports, those kind of things makes a lot of things to happen in life because we look at the situation in a different way. And that's really important because you need, apart from academy, you need to learn all those things also. That's very important.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And saying that you are more than 20 plus years in HR professional, what made you to choose HR? Why not anything else? For example, you are a lot of dance, like you do arts and culture. Why not you choose that as a things full time? Why HR? What is the reason for choosing HR?
Right, that's a very important question actually. So HR happened to me by chance, I would say.
Okay.
So as I have seen my parents, like we need to have, I wanted to be a financial independent all the time. So back then, I mean, all these arts and culture, it was not given that importance. So always, everybody would expect us to be an engineer, a doctor.
Correct.
But somehow, although I did my bachelor's in computer science, back then I developed employee payroll software.
Okay.
I was nowhere related to, I have no idea what is HR, what is a payroll, what happens with that. Just like, I mean, it's a part of my internship, I did that. In my bachelor's. Then I did my graduation in MBA. I have taken dual specialization, marketing and HR.
Okay.
From Bhubaneswar, I did my MBA. And then one thing, like I am a very perfectionist. So if I have to do, I have to be in the top. At least in the top 3. So that's how, I mean, I also, have the honor to have the gold medal in my university in MBA as well. From then, I mean, I took marketing as my first career, not even HR.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So that's how it helped me to become more confident. How it happens, it's complete. I mean, that time, if you have heard Reliance Infocom, they came, with that optic fiber, with the PCO booth.
CDMA.
Yes, yes. So they were hiring a lot of people who can do multiple things. So they hired an off-campus from our college, and I get into complete field sales, then customer service, then HR operations. So that's where I got, a lot of opportunity in different segments.
Okay.
With Reliance Infocom in Mumbai office and then Calcutta office. So after a year, then I thought, I mean, since I am more great into people management, let me try HR. So that's how it happened. And since by nature I am little introvert, although I am very outgoing and very artistic, that's true. But my inherent introvert nature is there. So I felt like marketing is more of too much. You have to be bold or you have to, be very strong. So I was not getting that confidence. Although, coming from a very small town and first time in Mumbai, it's very difficult for me in the initial days. But yeah, marketing helped me to build that confidence to have have that in me. Then after a year, 1 year stint, I shifted to HR.
Okay.
With Reliance Infocom. Yeah, same Mumbai only. Then I got an opportunity to work with Tata Motors in Pune. So there I have taken complete HR domain, and first of all, recruitment I started with, where I feel that getting the potential talent to build the organization is very important. So, and also I get the opportunity to reach out to all the stakeholders at different levels, starting from manager, VP, MD. So because I have to find out the right talent for each and every department. So I started with as an HR recruiter, as an recruitment talent acquisition. At least for 4 to 5 years, I was in that domain. And then parallelly, I moved into HR generalist. During that time, we used to call like personal manager. So I got a title of personal manager and more into HR generalist and payroll management operations, inclusive of the talent acquisition part. And gradually, then I just, improvised my HR domain. I upskilled myself and then taken over at a managerial level role. Yes.
When you came to Bangalore,
Yes, so after my stint with Calcutta, Pune, Mumbai, and then I came to Bangalore, so I joined my current organization almost for 8 years. I'm here. So this is also a new opportunity. I mean, I would say a combination of new challenge, both in the work culture and also a different state, metro city altogether. And also, I mean, initially I was an individual contributor role. I never worked. So I used to manage myself. I know my style of working. I will get the work done. But here in this company, when I came, so it became like there is already a team, and I am the manager. I have to manage a team. So I was not aware what's my kind of leadership style. Okay. So initial 1 year, it was very difficult because the north to south shift is there. Okay. So I was also little, it's difficult to me to understand how people will take me as a leader, Then I did a lot of introspection, a lot of my studies. I also faced challenges to have a good communication with my team members and all. Then I started learning from them, what's their expectation. So that's how I built that trust and I built that, relationship. I always make them know we work as a team. Don't see me as a manager or anything as such. So that's how the growth started with this current organization, and my leadership here in US, I have been reporting, they have given a very good platform to me to do independently, to implement a lot of new initiatives in HR and best practices. That helped me. Still, I'm continuing with my current organization, completing 9 years with this organization. Yes.
Okay, as you mentioned, like you work more than 20 plus years in HR,
Yes.
and in any organization, culture is very important.
Right.
Okay. Now you have a 20 plus years experience and multiple cities. Like one is south, like presently you are in Bangalore, then you work with you worked in Mumbai and Pune city, then West Bengal, like Kolkata. According to you, how the culture difference between these three states, like three states basically? Because when we talk about culture, maybe on particular organization, but you have experience of those 20 plus years in three different cities, 3 to 4 different. What do you take on that? How is the culture difference?
Yes, yeah, that's a good question. Culture will change, with the cities and the type of organization. Although we have diverse kind of individuals or talents or employees in different organization, yes, it changes because here when I came to Bangalore, people were very much dynamic with a fresh mind. They are very creative. So, and they know how to get the work done. But otherwise, although I am a Bengali, I come from Calcutta. When I worked in Calcutta, although that was also a US-based company, Microsoft Gold Partner company, I used to manage almost 350 employees single-handedly. So I was the only HR over there. So therein, they have to be told, like, okay, this is your job, this is your KRAs, and then they definitely will work. But the motivation level, if I compare between Calcutta or Pune or Bangalore, I see Bangalore is the highest, level of people have that enthusiasm. people, and we also have to deal with a lot of millennials, Gen Z, team. Yes, so that kind of mindset. So almost we have a 2 decades of difference in age. So we have to manage that kind of team. And also the age gap between the manager and the team becomes different. That also brings a lot of culture change. So which might be in Tata Motors, I have not felt that much because people are working for years.
Correct.
Right? Almost, they are working for 8 to 10 years at a stretch. But in current organization setup, we will see maximum the tenure will be between 2 to 3 years. So we have to match the culture based on the requirement of the employees, what they are expecting. Because nowadays, money is everywhere. So they can run away anywhere. They find the opportunity. They will go, okay, मुझे ये मिल रहा है, वहाँ पे ये मिल रहा है, तो मैं यहाँ नहीं करूँगा.
They have a lot of options.
Yes, they have a lot of options. And people nowadays, freshers are getting 15-20 lakhs of CTC. Right? So that's how we have to build that culture. So since I am here since 8 years, 9 years, I am managing the team in different segments, different departments. It's very important to understand their needs. It has to be more employee-centric rather than company-centric.
Okay.
So,
Thank you for sharing. In just earlier, you mentioned you want to more into perfectionist, right?
right.
Acha, don't you feel that perfection kills progress? What do you take on this? Like, so normally people tell perfection, you're not supposed to be perfection. You need to start somewhere, but that's going to kill your progress. What your take on that?
Yes, my take in that, you have rightly mentioned though, but however, with progress, yeah, definitely we have a timeline. But how much the quality is there in that? How much it is error-free? That also matters a lot. Okay, so I am fine if you are taking little more time. You have to ask questions, you have to get a clarity. But I am not fine after you deliver, again we have to rework. So that's how my level of perfection. So I want I focus more on work quality, rather than, time frame or like that. If somebody is asking me, no, I need some more time, maybe 2 hours more or 4 hours, whatever, you take your time, but I don't want that once it is delivered, I see again I have to, cross-check the data, and if I have given to the customer or my client, they are coming back, no, there are bugs in that, there are errors in that, and we have to rework. So that is again like wastage of man hours and the billing hours. So that's how I say perfectionist on that perspective.
Okay, got it.
On the quality of work.
I understand, yeah.
How they
because the way I ask you, because there are so many people, our viewers, that they also feel that perfection is we need, because that won't hold your progress.
Right.
So they're not taking any actions to achieve what they want there.
Correct.
But that's what the purpose of asking this question, to get more clarity on that.
Right.
Because where you need to focus on perfectionist,
Yes.
not on overall things.
Right.
Thank you so much. Yeah. What your take on diversity?
Yes, that's my favorite question actually. Right. So coming to the company culture, earlier we were like not even aware what diversity means.
Okay.
Right. So when we started, in HR focusing, we were not even having, maternity leave of 3 months. Many companies will tell, no, you go on leave, but you will not be paid.
Oh, is it?
Right. So that time now the new policies came up to long back, almost 20 years back, when I started my journey.
Okay, career.
Right. So we were not giving, any thought how we can bring the women workforce in corporates. So even in few, all the colleges nowadays also have been hearing that they are not allowing a, maternity leave, although it is, non-compliant.
Okay.
Right. So from there we started, we have seen now we have 6 months of maternity leave. We are promoting more women.
It's compulsory for any organization?
Any organization.
Okay.
It's compulsory. And even I would say, since I come from Calcutta, our chief minister has allowed 1 year of maternity leave for the government sector employees.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
Right. So that's how, we are focusing on women workforce in the corporate, because I believe I have been seeing my mom from childhood. So one thing, we were a joint family. We were having like 15, 20 members at any day, you just call it. So even after managing the entire family, her kids, all her journeys, she will still take out time to do her passion, to follow her passion. She will, having classes, going for her own classes, traveling here and there. So I saw that leadership more than my father. My mom is having that kind of, enthusiasm and that kind of energy. Same thing when I came, when I was, looking for my marriage, even my mother-in-law. The kind of energy I see in her, it really, give me a lot of motivation and inspiration to do multiple things. Okay. Being at the age of, 70, 71, she is a dancer, she is a chef, she conducts a lot of events. So that's how I feel personally, women can bring more, leadership, more thought process, more initiatives in any corporate they go. So that's how the diversity plan started. It's not only compliance, but wherever I went, I just made sure we have in each and every department, minimum women workforce should be there, and it keeps a balance within that organization. Yeah. So in all the organization, mostly we hire engineers, whether it's software engineers, mechanical engineers, or chemical engineers. But we also try to get women engineers. So that gives a balance, and also we see, I mean in general trend, लड़कों को क्या है कि चलो फूक मारने का break, चाय पीने का break, but when the women we see, they still will be working in their workstation. Correct. So that's how, if you see the analytical trend, we get more output from any woman workforce. That's how I believe in any organization it is very important to have a balance between men and women, and that's how the diversity, brings a lot of creativity, innovation in any organization.
That's great.
Yes.
Super. Yeah. You worked more than 20 plus years. When you started your career as a HR, now there is a lot of changes happen. Agree? From last 20 years
Right.
in your journey. Or presently, what are the challenges HR people have? What do you like? What
Challenges, yes, with growing corporates with a lot of data, with a lot of technology. One major challenge I would say that HR has also upskilled their knowledge base. Nowadays, like we have to deal with a lot of data. One is we are dealing with a lot of employee personal data. We are having a lot of reports related to how many people we hired, how many people have left out, what is their skill set, so we have to prepare the skill matrix, how we can present, how you can utilize that data. So AI is coming into picture. So nowadays in recruitment, we are using AI tools. We don't even have to have a face-to-face interview these days. We should schedule the AI, and we schedule with the candidate. AI will take the interview with a video interview at their own time. Oh. So HR has to upgrade themselves to how to operate those kind of softwares, how to get the analytical data from all the trackers or all the employee data that we are having, which will help the organizational to align with the goals and the business goals of the company. So that's where I would say still people will have that notion कि अरे HR क्या करता है, वो तो बस सज-धज के आते हैं, बैठ के चले जाते हैं. But no, that's not the goal. So HR should also be a part of the business. So that's how we have started calling from HR executive to HR BP, HR business partner. So how we are helping the business as a growth. So that's how we have to think. Many people maybe of my, in network, I have seen still they are having this manual, work of doing, अरे register में entry करो, then payroll में entry करो. No, it should not be that. Now it has become very tedious work. We have to be very much AI driven, very much data driven, software driven. So you have to upskill yourself. That's where many people, they are feeling laid back. अरे फिर क्यों पढ़ना है, हमने तो कर लिया है. So that's a challenge. Where we have to, I have to push my colleagues, or I have to push my, other associates. No, you have to upgrade. Otherwise, you cannot match. लोगों का सैलरी हो जाएगा 50 लाख, तुम 5 लाख में ही बैठे रहोगे.
Exactly, that's true.
So that's how we have to upskill ourselves. We have to match the thought process, present trend, what is happening. Yeah. Yes, otherwise तो वो फिर हम 9 घंटा क्यों 15 घंटा भी काम कर रहे थे, it is not going to over. Right. But with software, we are having AI chatbots, simple queries. I have implemented a lot of AI chatbots that employee surveys and also the questionnaire. We were earlier spending almost 80% of our day just for employee queries. वो तो आज एक ऐसे मोबाइल में टाइप करो तो आपको we are getting the answers. So that's how, and then coming back to the performance management system. Earlier, kya hai, we have to fill a self-assessment form, go to the manager, they will give a feedback. So now we have, I have, initiative, I have launched this AI-based performance management system. It's a continuous, feedback process. Daily, we can, check the progress of any employee of any department. The access is given to the team leads, the managers. They are doing it seamlessly. So we don't have to wait for, a yearly feedback process. So you can track, just tuck, get the data, this is your rating.
Wow.
So we have to fast track. We have to go ahead. I mean, what business is trying to get out instead of doing just a normal day-to-day job. And that's the thing. I mean, challenges are still there, which we need to overcome.
Definitely, yeah. And you rightly mentioned that upskill yourself is very important.
Right.
And irrespective of any domain, you need to upskill yourself.
Correct.
And what you do to upskill yourself, like what are the things you learn? What are the things you going to focus? Because that's going to help other HR professionals, because there's so many people, HR people will be watching this video,
Right.
podcast. And if you help us, what are the learning you do it from your end to upskill yourself,
Yes.
to match the things, what is happening in the present challenges, how those things could help.
Yes. So personally, what I did, and whenever I saw, I mean, if you have seen this chat GPT, it created a history. So that has become a savior for us in our day-to-day, email typing. So even whatever you just think, you just put some, words, they will give you the entire email. So that has, helped. That is one. I have done a full training how to use a chat GPT. That is the first thing a year back. Then to upskill myself, I did my HR analytics training, because as I mentioned, we have to be more predictive analysis, whether how to protect the talent in a company. So how to, measure that, how to judge that who is going to leave and from which department or which age group. So that strategy I can give to my management and they can take the right decision. So that is helping me in that way. I learned Power BI instead of doing normal dashboards in pivot tables in Excel. How I can present a very good data in a Power BI. So that is very helpful, because we have a lot of data with the charts and with normal simple tables. We can just project and show in one single dashboard. That is one. Then how to use AI in Microsoft tools, whether it is PPT, whether it is Excel, whether it is Word. So in PPT nowadays, there are very simple tools are there, right? Gamma.ai, AI PPT, so then Claude.ai. So these are the tools which I have learned, which help me to create a PPT just in 5 minutes. Earlier, I used to spend 5 days.
Wow. So much of
Yes. Now I feel, oh my God, I used to spend so much. Now I just type the prompt, what I need, what kind of images I look for, and just I have to edit few things in that, and my PPT is ready.
Wow.
And if you work with some of the AI tools where there are a lot of images we share in WhatsApp, my boss will send, okay, this image, you prepare some Excel data and give it to me tomorrow when we are in office. So there is a tool, Claude.ai. So we just have to capture that image, put it in that app. It will automatically, transfer into a Excel. So it's easy for me. I don't even have to type or I have to put any formulas. Automatically, it will be done.
That's really great, because you updated
Yes.
so much of yourself about AI, chat GPT, all these things. Really great.
Right.
That's going to help us, because that's what that's going to help us to improve our productivity, right?
Correct.
That's very important. Yeah.
Right.
And you started your career as a marketing initially, right?
Right.
And branding is one of the very important for any organization or personal branding.
Right.
So what do you mean, like, what do you take on employer branding like?
Yes. So that's how marketing came into picture, and it is definitely interrelated with HR. Because like in the marketing principles, you will say that you have to do segmentation, you have to do, the target customer, you have to do a potential customer. So all these, you have to prepare a marketing plan. Same way how HR can connect with marketing is how to find out the right talent, in which age group, from which kind of city. So nowadays we are trying to hire a lot of tier 2 cities talent. Okay, so we do the target. Based on that, we prepare some kind of creatives, which will be float in our, all our LinkedIn page or company page, website, Naukri. So once we do that, creative, we post the posters or some kind of small videos, then the right talent will get attracted and they will, understand the company and they will apply for the jobs that we have posted. So that's where the employee branding is related with the marketing department. So we work very closely with the digital marketing team. So where they can do the right SEO, which city, which domain of people, which companies we should approach, where we will get the right talents. So that's where employee branding is very important, and we make sure all to highlight the employee value proposition. So we tell them you are our ambassadors. Right, so you are our first customer. Employee is our first customer.
That's nice. Yeah.
So you should tell your story in our Facebook page, or we have our internal HRMS system where we highlight the social engineering part. So how you are connected, why you feel, because that's how, since you have seen I am being there since 9 years. Like that, I have many team members who are at a senior level, they are working for 10, 15 years in this organization, only because our leadership is always highlighting on the part what value you are creating while working in the organization. So that's where we highlight all the emirates, not only for the leaders, but also for all employees. Why you feel to work where you are working, or why you feel the role that you are working is important for you, how it is developing your career path 3 years, 5 years down the line. So that's where you have to create that employee brand where the employee will feel, get recognized or build that trust with the company. At least if not 10 years or so, at least they will be with us for 3 to 5 years time. That's what the list expectation currently we are having. So employer branding is very much important wherever you go, because nowadays anywhere people are coming, they will definitely go to Glassdoor and check what is the review of the company, right? Without that, they will not even apply. So they will do their homework, they will do their R&D, then they will come. So that's where we, always give the importance to our employees to write their feedback in Glassdoor. You share your experience. So it has to be more candidate experience, employee experience. That's how you build the employer trust, building the brand.
Correct. And when you talk about personal branding, also is very important.
Very important for your own personal growth.
That also,
right.
You want to get right kind of companies to join, or
Correct.
anything related to that. Maybe it's going to help you to build your business.
Correct.
Or maybe it will build you like one of the thought leader in your
the
domain,
company, right.
in your domain. That's very important, right?
Yes.
Personal branding also.
Very much, very much. Because I will give you a right example. So we were hiring for one of our clients, so one of a very senior position. We are looking for a instructional designer who will design the learning and development for the company, right? So we are looking for that kind of a senior person.
Achha.
So we were interviewing, and then although everything technically he is good, but we were seeing that he is not selling his skills and experience, what we are looking for. Right? So even though you are a good, technically you are good, but you should build your own personal brand. Okay, he is the one. So I have 100, applicants. Right? Who is selling his skills? I will only go for that person. No, he is, okay, fine. Technically he is sound. He can manage the show. But what extra? What value you are bringing, what contribution you will be additionally doing apart from your day-to-day technical job, just creating the learning and development. So there are also a lot of AI tools with the employee skills. Automatically you can design a learning and development based on their skills. How do you define the career path? So there are even this Coursera, Udemy, even LinkedIn Learning. They have built their own AI tools just to put the skills. Automatically they will give a 1 year, 3 year, 5 year like learning and
personal
development.
brands very
Yes, very important how you are branding yourself. Even in a department, people, although they are doing their day-to-day task, but how you are building the relationship, how you are branding yourself, it is very important. Then only it will you will be coming into the in the mind, or okay, there are some decision to be taken, then management, okay, that is the right person, we should ask him to do this job. So that personal branding is very much important.
According to you, that irrespective of any profession or any
Yes.
domain,
Right.
we need to focus on building your personal brand.
Yes.
That's
right.
very important, right?
Correct.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing here.
Yes.
Yeah, you talk about diversity. Now, what do you take on POSH?
Yes, right. So this is a good question. Again, it aligns with diversity definitely.
Okay.
So although we have given chance to all the women workforce, but what has happened is even before the POSH Act has become mandatory, there were a lot of scenarios which has been, in place. We were not able to understand how to deal with it, how exactly, how to manage that. Because what's happening is, although in a workplace, people will be, friendly. If you are coming from a, fresh out of college, there are boys and girls, and they will, have their own group. However, in a workplace, how you should talk to, a woman or a man or whatever, what is the professional code of conduct? What is the kind of language you have to use? I think these kind of trainings, it is still missing in few of the corporates where I have seen in my previous experiences, also in current. So here, while joining, I have been started, experiencing these kind of scenarios. I was not very clear, but somehow I got, line of guidance from my leadership. Then we formed a committee, how to deal with these kind of situations. And then definitely in few years' time, POSH Act has become mandatory for any organization to set up a committee, have a proper audit report for POSH, and how to deal with those kind of scenario, keeping complete confidentiality in both the parties, because definitely anybody would not like to get highlighted in such kind of scenarios. So that's how it takes time, and it also helped me to build my upskilling to being a POSH consultant and a trainer, which again I did as a part of my upskilling with CHRMP with Ripple's Learning. So I completed my 6 months full-fledged training, and also doing lot of live cases, my projects, everything. And now I understood why it is important, where we have to educate the team members, not only the committee team members, what are their roles and responsibilities, and also to the employees of various departments. That's how I started, training plan, particularly to educate how to talk to your colleagues, both male and female colleagues. So nowadays, in current generation of Gen Z, even people are not scared of taking any comments to female, but people are also scared of talking to males. Even I have faced such scenarios wherein some of the male colleague, they came and complained that is there any POSH policy for men?
Oh, is it?
So that's a very tricky situation.
Definitely.
So right, we actually currently we don't have any such policy particularly about men.
Oh.
Okay, so we have how to protect women from the male workforce, but we don't have any policy as such, only apart from creating awareness, educating them how to talk and how to behave in a workplace. Right, so that's how we build, and it is very much important, and it is sometimes it is very hidden. We never talk about it openly. So we have to talk about it, because whosoever, all the female colleagues, somebody's sister, somebody's wife, somebody's mom. So we should know how to talk to them, what kind of words, what kind of gesture we should have with our female colleagues. So that's how POSH has become very important in our day-to-day workforce, and all the measures we have to take. We have to display in our signboards who are the committee members. People can confidentially reach out to the committee members, and then the final call has to be taken with the committee, and resolution has to be passed according to that.
Do you any incident remember that you handle in such a way that it overcome, that you want to share some incident in your?
Yes, two kinds of incidents. One is I also handle a blue collar employees who are like unskilled kind of workforce. So they work in a factory kind of a setup.
Yeah.
And secondly, we also have a white collar people who are working in a corporate office.
Correct.
So in a factory kind of setup, they have no idea what is POSH. So they don't even know. So wherein, all the women, who are the workers kind of, they are being supervised by some male supervisors. So there has been such scenario, the woman was, suddenly stopped coming to a factory. So we were not aware actually what has happened. Then she came up after 2-3 weeks. She spoken to her one of her colleague who was little closer to her. Then the friend came to HR and told that some of the male supervisors is trying to go physical with her, and she was not comfortable. She is very scared. She is not able to open up. Then we have to handle that scenario in a much more sensitive way, because they will not understand what is POSH all about. So we have to explain them, no, at least if you don't want to give a written complaint, at least you say verbally the incident, we can record it, then we will find all the, a matter what exactly has happened. We have to do all the investigation. Then gradually when we did the investigation, then finally we have to suspend the male supervisor. Okay, for a certain timeline, and then he came back to work. But that's how we realized it is important both for the white collar people and also for the blue collar people. So we have to keep educating in a different manner, showing some kind of stories or explaining them whom you should reach out, and you should not hesitate to talk about it. Or if you are not able to come to HR, at least you can keep in confidence with your colleague, and then you can report to HR. That's how. In a white collar scenario, I mean, yes, I have handled like certain cases. Some of the male colleague, he tried to reach out to somebody and she was not interested. She told, but the thing is, although they are professionals, they are not respectful towards women. That's how the problem has been created. So there is no wrong in that you like somebody. तो आप साथ में काम करता है तो वो हो जाता है, बट देयर इज अ वे टू कम्युनिकेट हाउ रेस्पेक्टफुल यू आर टुवर्ड्स द फीमेल कलीग. एंड तो उसने क्या किया कि गुंडो भेज दिया ऑफिस में कि लड़की को धमका के उठा के लेके आ जाओ. सो दीज थिंग्स आर नॉट गुड. सो दैट्स बिकम अ वेरी राउडी थिंग विच आई हैड टू हैंडल दैट टाइम. So I always keep a touch with my security team कि although cameras are there, लेकिन मुझे इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलना चाहिए कि ये लड़का कितने बार बाहर स्मोक करने जा रहा है, ये कहाँ घूम रहा है, पार्किंग में कौन कौन है. So you should have that relationship to get the inside wala information to handle these kind of scenarios. Otherwise it's not like I'm sitting in a chamber, that's it, I'm in my cabin, I will not go anywhere, I'll not have, it's not like that. So क्यों हो रहा, it helps you to further what actually has happened. There's some incident happened in the cafeteria which came at this level. Then we internally managed. It's a more on a mediation process we had, because it's a white collar people, we could able to manage. We can talk to both the male and female parties, and we have spoken, see, this is going to hamper both your careers, so it's better you mediate, have a amicable journey, and we should end it. So although it took time for 3-4 months, but we did it. I mean, we instead of involving an external lawyer or advocate in the committee. So that's how I have handled those kind of scenarios.
Very good, very good.
Yes.
You mentioned in actually the blue collar people don't know about the POSH.
Right.
Is it because of lack of training or because of lack of knowledge to sharing with them?
Right, it is lack of training.
Training, okay.
Yes, so after that what we did, we deputed one of our, from our L&D team, one person, he will go to each and every, wherever in the plant our employees are deputed where they are working, at least once in a quarter, we send them who are, very fluent with the local language.
Achha.
Right, they can speak Marathi, they can speak Tamil, so they will go to such locations, factory, educate them, impart the training, and they will come back. Because also we have our committee, we have in 4 states, we have a registered office. So as a part of compliance, we have to have a committee in each branches all over India. So all the 4 branches we have our compliance committee, and from there we have deputed one person. At least you go there and educate and give the training, so that we should not in long run, these kind of scenarios should not appear again.
It's very important to give the knowledge and training to blue collar employees.
Blue collar, right,
Okay,
right.
that's very important, because
Correct.
white collar, as you mentioned, they'll be knowing almost all people.
Yes, yes.
But blue collar more into skill.
Right, right. All unskilled or semi-skilled people, they will not be having
important
that.
to give the training.
Correct.
That's what.
Yes.
And you are a Kathak dancer, right? Still you doing the practicing Kathak dancer. What actually stopped the things when you started your career? What do you do?
Yes, yes. That's my passion topic. I always love to answer. So, yes, I am a Kathak dancer. So, as I mentioned, during my schooling time, I started learning Kathak, Bharatnatyam, even Rabindranath Tagore dance and painting. So, I completed both my diploma and degree in Kathak, Bharatnatyam in both the dance forms. However, Kathak is close to my heart. So I have been conducting lot of events from my childhood days. I remember I got my first national level certificate and recognition when I was 4 years old.
Wow.
Okay, as a dancer. So from then, I mean, yeah, it's my passion. At least I will keep on practicing whatever time I get in a week or whenever I find time, along with my career, along with my profession. However, yeah, I gave a break in between when I was changing the cities. I mean, and anyways, I mean, when I'm in job, it is always new to understand and establish your credibility in different organization. Then definitely I was not getting time to practice, but wherein I thought I will settle down in Bangalore now. I restarted my entire journey of my Kathak and choreographing, building my own school and academy, wherein I am helping other trainers as well, collaborate with them. And also, I mean, many teachers, they will more focused on, taking classes and all those things, but they don't know how to do their branding, how to do their marketing, where to get the right students, where to conduct, there are a lot of reality shows. So I have that network like both in Calcutta, Pune, even in Bangalore. So I help them to reach out, so get that branding to enter into those kind of events. That's how, I mean, my weekend, I mean, without dance it will not be a complete week for me.
Every weekend?
Yes, every weekend it's a must. So I practice myself. I still learn from my Guruji, Sandeep Banerjee. He is my guru and disciple of Pandit Birju Maharaj. So that's how I also practice myself, and also I have students. I mean, at least whatever time I can, spend with them at least once in a week, it is very important for me. And whatever I feel, if I share my talent and skills, it will be helpful for the next generation. That's how, I mean, I also keep asking my parents why, why you feel your child should learn something, a dance form. So that's the only thing. I mean, they always keep telling that one is your teaching style, and second is it builds the creativity amongst all the children. I mean, they never feel, I have seen parents are coming from other dance schools saying that, no, the other teachers are so strict, they don't feel like going. But here, when they are coming, they say that, no, Tanima ma'am ka class jana, we can't miss. They are eagerly waiting for Sunday to come for dance class. That's how I have been honored with many recognitions even in Mysore and also from different universities. So my academy is registered with Ravindra Bharati University in West Bengal. So that's how it's my passion in the long run. Probably after my retirement from HR or corporate world, I will pursue that as a. I am also a yoga coach. I am also a Zumba trainer, and also parallelly to that. So in this domain, definitely, I would like to spend my retirement days.
Hey, that's great, yeah.
Right.
Okay. See, in corporate, the majority is stress level, right? People have more stress in corporate, and how this helps you, like when you do every weekend you do Kathak, that
Right,
you practice, you do training, teach other kids, like people about
Correct.
Kathak. How this has helped you to the stress to relieve you? Is it
Right,
going to help you or not? Like,
yes, very much. That's a very important. I would say, I think I can refer one of the news which has came up last week itself in Google News. I got a notification that all the corporates are bringing some kind of dance form to implement in their employee engagement program, both for male and female, to come out of this kind of handle stress. So that is very, very relaxing. That one day I feel it's a time for me. It's me time.
that's very
Right. So that prepares me to be highly energetic for the rest of the week. Yes. Next 1 week, I am ready. Like you ask me to do anything, I am ready for 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever. And that's how whenever I go to office on a Monday, my colleagues will say, oh my God, you are looking so positive, so energetic. How you get the energy, Tanima? I said, you should attend my classes. You will get the answer. And also I would like to say, not only kids in my class, I have a range of students starting from 3 years to 60 years.
Okay.
Okay, so different age group of people. So they come for relaxation. They are all corporate, women. Either they are working in software domain or whatever domain they are. So they say that we are just coming to relax our body, relax our mind while doing the dance. So that is only way out to, take out the stress. It's a kind of a, meditation for them. So that's how it is definitely interlinked, because from my childhood I have seen so many people, or I am not sure, I will not say that, but many of the parents, they will think, no, it will hamper my child's education or their studies, but it's the other way around. Right, so if you're putting your child in these kind of creative activities, their mind will be much sharper than a normal child.
Absolutely agree on that.
Yes. So because I have seen myself, I have been the first, first, second, third, always throughout, from first to my MBA time. Right. Parallelly, I am also good in all these, performing arts, all kind of music, dance, everywhere. So it has nurtured my, analytical skills, my leadership skills, my, doing these presentations, managing the team, how to take the lead, how to take decisions. So automatically it will help in your, professional work. So both are very much interlinked.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yes.
And this you take online or offline?
Both. During COVID, I started online classes.
But conduct workshops like
Yes.
offline. But
Right. Like we will be conducting, summer camps during the holidays, some workshop kind. Otherwise, like every day, weekend classes will be there for everybody.
yeah, thank you so much. You shared a lot of things. I got a lot of new ideas, like new learning from you. Thank you so much for sharing. What are you want to give, like what are the 3 tips to give for a maybe HR professional, upcoming HR professional, or any people who want to remove the 3 tips from your end?
Yes. Yeah. There are many, but yeah, I would like to highlight few out of that. One is, the current generation people, since they are coming fresh out of college, they have already been, during their internship or during their college days, they have been conducting a lot of events. They are participating in a lot of talks, kind of TED Talks, or a lot of, Toastmasters are there in different colleges or even corporates. So along with that, they definitely have that energy, but we should see how to channelize that energy in which dimension. One is definitely, AI tools are there. We should be, data driven. They should have that, data literacy thing, particularly in HR. Apart from that, so that they can, the manual job, the tedious day-to-day job, they can put into AI and, data driven mode. And they should spend more time, more into human-centric discussions with the employees. So that employee experience, they should know how to create. So many people nowadays, they will not have patience, as only the time frame to look into any video is hardly 3 seconds, what we know. So that kind of focus, whether, okay, somebody is talking, I am just, watching, or I am doing something, you are not listening to them. They are saying something. So that kind of, relationship building with the employees or with your bosses, your managers, that is very important. That is the first one. Second one, you should have the knowledge of the policies and compliance from day one. Whatever the HR is saying, it becomes a legal statement, it becomes a legal document. The kind of email, whatever you are sending. So the compliance and the knowledge how to, do that, what kind of policies, they should have that kind of knowledge from the very beginning. Then only the other employees or the other people can find trust in you, or they can share you. Okay, and the third point is majorly into how to manage your time. Time management these days are very important. So I see that although, whatever, they are not prioritizing their task. Okay, as and when my manager told me this, I will do this and go home. But no, but how to prioritize, what is important? That time management and prioritization of work, that is very important, because we get, distracted in just a, fraction of second, or so that's all. These are the 3 important things. If you want to really grow, and if you want to being a, a business partner aligning with the organizational goals. So this is very important, how you can also just not being a support function, you can also be a strategic partner to the company.
Superb. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing all those things, and thank you so much for coming this episode. It's been a great time here with you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Basaraj.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. This is a sustainable brand called Rafter, a small gift from our end.
Okay, thank you so much. It's always my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Basaraj.
From this episode, I have 3 takeaways. The first one is your employee is your first customer. Which means you need to take care of your employee. Then your employee going to get number of customers for you. And second one is you need to upskill yourself on a regular basis. Even though irrespective of any kind of a professional, you need to upskill yourself. You need to become a domain expert. Then third one is you need to focus on your hobby, because she's a Kathak dancer. That's going to help her to build her career, because every weekend she conduct a class, she practice Kathak. That's going to re-energize herself, because when she go to office on Monday, she feels so energetic. That's what you need to focus on your hobbies. That's going to give you more energy to yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Please like and share with your friends and colleagues. And please subscribe our channel, The Leaders Speak Podcast. Thank you. See you next episode.